Welcome back to a new learning video on conditional clauses. Today we're going to have a look at type 3. But let's have a look what we already know. With conditional type 1 and 2 we can make predictions about the future. With a conditional type 1, like if the weather is nice we will play football outside, the condition is possible and the conclusion is therefore probable. In a conditional type 2, if the weather was nice we would play football outside, the condition is not possible or only very hard to fulfill, and therefore the conclusion is not probable. Let's move on to type 3. Here's an example for a conditional type 3. If the weather had been nice, we would have played football outside. With a conditional type 3, we can say how things would or could have been in the past, different to type 1 and 2, which we use to talk about the future. In a conditional type 3, the condition or if clause in green is no longer possible because it lies in the past. Therefore, the conclusion or main clause, which is shown in orange, is impossible to happen and expresses how things would or could have been. Now we know how to use a conditional type 3. Let's have a look on how to form it. In the condition or if clause we need the past perfect, and in the main clause we use would, could or might plus the present perfect. Let's do an example. Look at the phrase and stop the video. Which forms do you have to fill in? Exactly. If I had studied harder for the test, I could have got a good mark. Let's do a summary. You already know this table from the video about conditional type 1 and 2. Let's have a look at type 3. There the condition is no longer possible and needs a past perfect, if the weather had been nice. Because the condition can no longer be fulfilled, also the conclusion is impossible to happen and describes what could, would or might have happened. It needs would, could or might plus present perfect, so we would have played football outside. We are now at the end of the learning video, and now you know all the 3 types of conditional clauses. Goodbye!